Ini Ayu.
Yang mana? Ya, halo.
Juga jadikan Ayu co-host juga, Pak.
Pak, itu gimana ininya? Live-nya udah di setting?
Sudah, ini live. Kayaknya.
Udah live ya?
Jadikan saya co-host.
Berarti di YouTube-nya tinggal, itu udah otomatis. Oke. Tapi jangan dimulai dulu, bisa nggak? Oh, udah.
Ayu.
Otomatis. Ini mulainya nanti aja, bisa nggak?
Siapa namanya? Boleh lah mungkin Pep buka kali ya. Udah banyak tuh.
Ini yuk, aku udah co-host. Prof. Nadirnya belum ada loh.
Tadi bilangnya I will join now gitu.
Oke. Nurul juga belum.
Ayo call lah ininya Nurulnya ya.
Nurulnya di telepon. Pak Ades bilangnya wait.
Ini kayaknya udah live YouTube.
Oh iya.
Ya. Lagi aku pause sih. Nggak tahu ya, yang tadi kan masih.
Akan join Nurul. Oke. Kita tanya dan apakah jilbab dulu ya.
Salam Dr. Nadir.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. How are you?
Waalaikumsalam, I'm fine, thank you.
Waalaikumsalam.
What time is it in Turkey right now?
Now it's 5 to 9, almost 9.
Almost 9.
Yeah. So you will give me like option to share screens from here, is it?
Pardon me?
You will give me the option to share the screens from my laptop.
Yes, sure. We will allow you to share.
Okay.
So the sound, everything okay, is it?
Everything, it's very clear.
Okay.
Dr. Nadir, I will introduce you Mr. Ades. He is the Vice Rector from Jakarta Global University.
Hi, Ades. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
You look tired.
Yeah. Salam Dr. Nadir.
Yeah. We are working on Saturday, huh?
Yeah. Still working. And still have a great spirit for it.
Yeah, that's good for the team. Sometimes, the young teams, they are very active team. When you reach to the middle life crisis, and then you will feel go down little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Nurul. Maybe we can accept the participant, Bu Sugi and Fabria.
Dr. Mohammed, he doesn't join yet. Okay, check sound for Miss Nurul.
Check. Test.
Camera, check camera.
My camera, is it clear?
Yes. Okay, it is clear. Well, Mr. Adesh, shall we admit the participants now? I think we can start now.
Yeah, okay, go on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the event will begin soon. So maybe we will wait a little bit for our participants to join. Okay, is my voice clear enough?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we start our event today, let me read the rules. The first one, for participants, please mute the microphone to ensure our event today runs smoothly. The second, please turn on your camera so we can have more engagement and also excitement. The last one, please not to use the share screen feeder. All right, thank you so much. Okay, let me open today's event. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon for everyone today. Welcome to International Webinar for Robotic Technology and Internet of Things. This webinar aiming to give information and knowledge about both robotic technology and also IoT. So in hope, after joining this webinar, all participants here will get more knowledge and also interest in robotic technology, also in IoT field. All right. For your information today, this webinar is organized by Jakarta Global University in collaborating with Management and Science University Malaysia and also Halik University Turkey. Before we start our session today, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nur Asami Istiqomah. I am your Master of Ceremony today. Also, I'm from Jakarta Global University as lecturer. And here with us, already joined our first and also second speaker. Here with us, our second speaker. The first one is Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad and Abdul Razak Al-Shekli from Management and Science University Malaysia. And then this for Professor Dr. Muhammad and Abdul Razak Al-Shekli. He is currently an associate professor at Department of Engineering and Technology, Management and Science University Malaysia. His contribution to his research field is evidenced by his publications mainly in Internet of Things or IoT, robotics, metal processing, and advanced materials joining. He has more than 850 citations and has authored or co-authored more than 130 publications, including patents, books, chapters, review, and peer-reviewed paper in journals and also conferences. He is also working on project for the COVID-19 pandemic and won in several international competition like Republic Croatia International Award of Merit for International Innovation Awards 2021 in Malaysia Technology Expo 2021, Silver Award of International Innovations Awards for Innovation of Recent Advances and Perspectives of the COVID-19 Detection and Diagnosis System using IoT-based technology in Malaysia Technology Expo 2021. Also, ITEX 2020 Gold Medal in Invention Novel COVID-19 Detection and Diagnosis System using IoT-based technology. And next, we have our second speaker today, which is the Associate Professor Dr. Nadir Al-Safani from Halik University. He was working as a cybersecurity consultant in ITU Arab Regional Cybersecurity Center or ITU ARCC and as Manager of Security Assurance in Impact Malaysia. But currently, he works as associate professor in the Halik University in Istanbul, Turkey. In his previous work, Dr. Nadir was involved with many projects and services worldwide, such as the establishment and assessments of CIRT and Critical National Infrastructure or CNI, regional and cybersecurity strategies, and also improving the cybersecurity posture. He is also as a certified Chief Information Security Officer or CCISO, Certified Information Security Manager or CISM, GIAS AC Security Essentials Practitioner, a certified ISMS lead auditor, a certified ethical hacking, smart cities and critical infrastructure security professional, and the last, a certified information technology infrastructure library. All right, very amazing. Our speaker, both the speakers today. So that's all the profile for our speakers. I'm sure all the participants here cannot wait to hear and watch their presentation. But before we start our webinar today, I will read the agenda for today's event. The first one is the registration also opening. Second is opening speech from Deputy of Counselor 1 from Jakarta Global University, Mr. Ades Gamayel. Next, we will have JGU video presentation. And then we will have first presentation from Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Abdul Razak Al-Shekli, continued with question and answer session. Next, we will have second presentation. Okay, please, the operator. Okay. Next, we will have second presentation from Associate Professor Dr. Nadir Al-Safani, continued with question and answer too. Okay, and then we will have a presentation from Jeju and Hallett University, continued with the quiz session. So please, for all the participants to stay tuned because there will be door prize for the quiz session. And next, we will have photo session. And last but not least, conclusion and also closing. All right. So we move to our next agenda, which is the opening speech from Deputy Chancellor 1 from Jakarta Global University, Mr. Ades Gamayel. Already here with us, Mr. Ades Gamayel. Okay, for Mr. Ades, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nurul Aslamia. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, very good afternoon to our respected speaker, Associate Prof. Dr. Muhammad from MSU. He is also my supervisor there. And then respected speaker, Assalamualaikum, Associate Prof. Nadir Al-Safani from Hallett University, Turkey. How are you? Also committee from Jakarta Global University and all of the participants. It's great honor for me to give a welcoming speech for our important event today. I represent Rector of Jakarta Global University who is unable to attend, and our rector convey his greeting to all of you. First of all, let us praise and give thanks to Allah, the Lord of the entire universe. Because of his blessing and permission, we can gather together in this event without lacking anything. Salawat and salam may always be poured out on our great Prophet Muhammad SAW and his companion and follower. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the topic of this event is about robotic technology and Internet of Things, or IoT, is the booming topic nowadays. So I hope all of the participants can have inspired from the speaker presented. Maybe for the student, we can have a topic to develop in your thesis, your last assignment in our campus. So I think this is the good topic for today. And with say Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, this event is officially open. I hope today webinar goes smoothly and contribute to all of us. Thank you, and thank you for the committee, all our committee for this event. Yeah, thank you like that. Thank you, Ms. Nurul.
All right, thank you so much for Mr. Ades Gamayel for the opening speech. And we continue. The next agenda will be the JGU video presentation. Okay, so for JGU committee, please.
1972 as the Jakarta School of Technology, or STTJ. Focuses on the fields of science related to technology. In 2019, STTJ was transformed into an institute, with the addition of new programs in the health sector, which later changed its name to the Jakarta Institute of Technology and Health, ITKJ. This transformation was also marked by the groundbreaking of the new campus building, with 28 floors high, which began with the first phase as high as 5 floors. In the same year, ITKJ merged its institution with the Penguji School of Economy, STIEP, with the addition of 4 new programs in the fields of economy and business. In 2020, ITKJ and STIEP officially become Jakarta Global University, a modern university with international standard facilities and 21st century education system. Currently, Jakarta Global University, or JGU, has 12 study programs with educational levels, ranging from diploma, bachelor, master and doctoral collaborative programs. As a formal concern for the world of education, JGU also provides various scholarship programs, including government scholarship, foster parent scholarship, industry CSR, transforming lives scholarship, enrichment scholarship, academic achievement improvement, and other various scholarships. As a campus that carries a global concept in its education system, JGU collaborates with several campuses abroad such as Malaysia, Japan, China, Ireland, Cambodia and Taiwan. This international collaboration fully supports the GMP, or Global Mobility Program, which presents various programs such as Double Degree Program, a collaborative class between JGU and MSU, or Management Science University, Malaysia, with recognition of 2 degree certificates from each university, where students will study for 6 semesters at JGU and 2 semesters studying at MSU. Apart from the double degree program, JGU also presents other global programs, such as International Student Exchange, International Internship, and Study Tour. By carrying out the 21st century education teaching system, JGU presents a learning experience that prioritizes student skill development, which is manifested in the GEMS program, or Graduate Employability Skills, PEP, or Personal Enrichment Competency, and also mentoring. To maintain a good ecosystem for industrial absorption, JGU prioritizes the interests of a symbiotic mutualism relationship with the industry, whereas a campus institution that carries global education, JGU encourages collaboration in the field of research and absorption of industrial workers. In addition to focus on the academic field, JGU also plays an active role in developing abilities and mindset of students in the entrepreneurship field. Not only those applied to the curriculum, students are also facilitated with several other programs, which are integrated with government programs such as Student Entrepreneurship Program, Student Creativity Program, and any other external funding programs. Jakarta Global University, transforming lives, enriching future.
Okay, I am so sorry because my signal here is not really good. So we already watched for the JGU video presentation, and then for the next agenda, we will have Hallett University video presentation. So please for the committee. All right, thank you so much. For Halik and also Jeju University, the video presentation is very good. So if you guys is interested to contact and to know more about Jeju or Jakarta Global University and also Halik University, you can search on the website and also on the social media for both university. Okay, here, before we continue our next agenda, for the first presentation, let me first see here, they're already joined with us more or less 216 participants here. Wow, so many enthusiasm from all of you. May I know from what country, also maybe from what university are all the participants here? Maybe you can type on the chat box. Okay, okay, for the link today, link presentation, you can click the link presentation and fill in the form. Also, for your information, today's webinar is also currently live on YouTube, and you can also click the link for the YouTube link on the chat box. All right, here with us already from Indonesia, and then from Philippines, from University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines. Hello Philippines, hello Indonesia, from Universitas Mercubuana, Jakarta, Indonesia. From Halik University, Istanbul. Okay. And then, okay, so there's so many participants here. Very excited. Also from Jakarta Global University too. Okay. Now we continue to our session today, which is the first presentation from Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad and Abdul Razak Al-Chekli from Management and Science University of Malaysia. We will give to 15 until 20 minutes for the presentation, continued with a question and answer for 20 until 25 minutes. So for all the participants who would like to ask later, please type your questions on the chat box. Please type your name, from what institutions, what country, and also the questions. All right. So please, for the Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad and Abdul Razak Al-Chekli, time is yours.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And very good afternoon. Thank you very much, Nurul, Aslamia, for very kind invitation. Okay, so it's my pleasure to be here with you to sharing the knowledge among us. At the beginning, so today, inshallah, I'm going to talk about some point is very essential to our community. I'm going to talk about, we talk about the Internet of Things and how can this Internet of Things can help to reduce the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, and how can the IoT can support the frontliners, because as we know, guys, as we know, it's this is become international and global effect around all of the world. So when we talk about the COVID-19, it's like it's become everywhere, and this is, we cannot say this is the responsibility of the frontliners. That's why I want to talk about the specific points about the Internet of Things technology, okay, and how can we relate it against to the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, at the beginning, I just would like to introduce myself. My name is Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad and Abdul Razak from Management Science University. I'm originally from Iraq, from Baghdad, the capital city of Iraq. This is my biography. There's more than 120 publications, including patents, books, chapters, reviews, and papers, and conferences. Okay, members in many associations and diverse international awards. Okay, so when we talk about the COVID-19 pandemic in general, okay, what is the COVID-19? Okay, so as we know, I will give just like a brief, because each of you definitely know when it's going to when it started and start from where. Okay, when we say that the recent pandemic, okay, it started from Wuhan, from China, and this is discovered in December 2019. Then it's separated in around all of the world. After that, I think it's attack all the countries, okay, around the world. Okay, as we can see it here, this is not the updated one. Okay, I think now is the number is very huge, more than I think millions, okay, infected and around of the world. And I think now, or even those who present in the webinar as of today, many of you, if you are not infected, your relatives infected, your friends infected, and I think All of us here, we lost some friends, some beloved friends, some beloved family is gone. So while this pandemic is really aggressive, so our part as a scientist to contribute, okay, to eliminate the spirit of this kind of the pandemic. Okay, now in general, in this topic, I'm going to talk about the IoT and how can we use it in three parts, okay, or in three subsections. Number one is can go with the COVID-19 symptoms detection. Okay, this is part. Okay, and another one is about the disinfection system. This is the second part, and another part is about the respiratory and the breathing issue. Those project actually is not my own projects alone. This is definitely is a teamwork. Some of my beloved students here. Okay, we work together as a team. Okay, later on we can show it together. Okay, so now when we started now about the symptoms detection. As we know, the COVID-19s have like a fever, cough, short of breath, and sore throat. Okay, as we can see it from here, this is like a normal and like a previous when it started, when the health officer, when they check the persons, they check one by one. And many health officers or police officers, when they are checking the temperature, there's too many cases. The person who do checking is infected because many of the people, maybe they are carriers and they don't know. Okay, so and you can see the crowd even when they are queuing in in like this kind of crowd. What will happen is going to have maybe some people they are, as we said, it's like carrier, so it's going to infect the others, each other. Okay, so this is very serious issue in this part. Okay, for our as our responsibility, okay, as we are working in this field, we develop two systems. Okay, as a group of research, we develop two systems. Now, number one is about the smart helmet. Another one is about the smart drone. Okay, what is the smart helmet talk about? The smart helmet is like a helmet is associated with thermal camera. Another one with optical camera. Okay, and it is like the officer just like a moving around and just like a do screening process. Once they take the person with high temperature, straight away, what going to do? Is going to the optical camera is going to detect capture picture for the infected people or suspected. We can say suspected because we are not confirmed is infected yet. So and give it to the database, and then we can check who's that person. Okay, this is the principles. Is have like a thermal camera, or we can call it the thermal sensor. Okay, with the optical camera beside the GPS and Arduino with Wi-Fi model. This is the principles. What is the equipment we use it here? Okay, now you can see like we can watch this video just to see what is the principles and how is it work. show the principles of the work of the assignment. Now, if you want to go further for the next project, one is about the drone. It's the same principles, okay? But the purpose of the drone is to do scanning for open area and larger area, okay? What we can say that is the same principles. Also, the drones can fly and can do scanning, thermal camera. Then once is detect any high thermal temperature, high temperature, so straight away do the same process, take a picture and take like a face recognition, okay, take a picture for the face. And besides that, also we attach another system like what we call it Google location history, to see what is the history of that person and who's surrounded with, okay, he was mixed with whom. So it's easy for us to do like a tracking area, so we can eliminate the movement of that pandemic. Okay, this is the principles of the work. Okay, this is the optical camera with the thermal camera, and this is like a Raspberry Pi model and with the battery. Okay, and this is the drone was fabricated here. Okay, this is the principles, and this is the pictures has taken. Okay, agree with me, Nurul? Okay, so okay, let's see this video. Okay, can show how's the principles. I will just move it from here. Okay, so to learn more to how to control the drone next time. Okay, so this is the apps how we can use it. Okay, we can categorize the colors over there. Okay, and how to make the principles of the face detection. Okay, and as we talk it just right now, so I will go a bit fast because the limitation of the time. Okay, this is the application. How is going to get the education? Okay, and if we have like a database, like the one is implemented in China, if we have it, because each person in China have a database, so straight away once you have the face recognition, straight away you will get the all details, name, all the history, and even where did he live. Okay. And this is this is more about the result. Okay, now when we talk about why we want to use this kind of things instead of the thermal gun, infrared gun, and like this. So number one, we can say that it's less human interaction. What do you mean by less human interaction? That means when we talk about this kind of thing, no need to involve a human. So we can just, for example, fly the drone is going to do like this kind of things. Okay, then less time consuming, definitely, because it's going to cover very long and very big area, and as we can say here, large area coverage. And besides that, we can get the data of each person. Okay, so straight away we can store it in the cloud, and we can get all the info. So maybe the government, we have like a database, can straight away do monitoring. Okay, this is the market value. When we said about why we want to use this kind of things instead of we using the exist one, because as we know, for the drone, for the DJI, DJI is very expensive. If we are talking about the one fully system, is going to reach, even this is the number in Malaysian ringgit, even can 10,000. Sorry, in USD can reach up to 25 to 30,000 ringgit. So it's very huge number. So it's not affordable actually. Okay, so what we have done here, the research group, okay, my students, they developed the system while we're using the thermal sensor instead of thermal camera, because for us we don't need to see the person itself in the thermal mapping, so we can just get the info what we needed. So that means this is high temperature or not, so straight away we can get it. Okay, so where we can be implemented, these kind of things definitely can be in like a government agency, in education, like universities, like outdoor, like also indoor. For the helmet can be used also shopping mall and bus station and public transportation. Okay, so for the next step, we're going to talk about the disinfection process. Okay, for the disinfection process is as we know, the viral is transferred by the aerosol, and the droplets, when it's come out from the person infected, this can be just coughing. Okay, when it's cough or sneeze, all those droplets is going to go for the in the air and maintain on the surface of those things. Okay, and until now there is no accurate results how long can survive. Okay, is hours, days, nobody knows. Okay, for that viral maintain on the surface. Okay, so again, we try to eliminate the spread of this COVID by do sanitizing and disinfection services. Now, also we have developing 4 systems. Okay, in terms of sanitizing and disinfection. Number 1, we talk about the spray disinfection drone. Another one, we're talking about fogging disinfection, okay, drone. Another one, we're talking about the spray disinfection robot. Another one also is hand sanitizer dispenser robot. Okay, so when we talk about disinfection drone is the same principles. Same principles is that's using the drone, for the agriculture. So it can go like spray, because in agriculture using the similar to spray the chemicals to for the crops and killing the all viruses. Okay, in this system what we have done, okay, developed the same system but optimized. We can add the camera over there to control with GPS part and with the speaker, because usually the chemical usage is not good for the lung, for the human. Okay, so we can do like a screening. If we detect anyone, we can just straight away we can talk and can avoid them. The same principles, actually the same drone can be used also for those who do, like for example, if there is a lockdown, or we can just send the drone and we can control. Some people they didn't wear a mask, so straight away can warning them, and we can talk to them through the speaker over there. Let's see the video over here and how is the principles of the work of this drone. This is the principles for the disinfection drone, spray disinfection drone. The same principles here also they use it we use here fogging disinfection system. Is this quite similar to disinfection? Also use it in agriculture. We use it in the very close area because this is a small, and we can add the chemicals there. So they prefer to do it to disinfect like the custodium and very big space and empty of a human. So it can do the process very fast and very precise. Okay, if we want to go to the further step, we talk about the spray and disinfection robot. The same thing, we can send the robot in among the, in any area we suspected area. There's some area we confirm there's some people infected there. So it's dangerous to send the people first. So what we can do, what we can do, we can just send the robot over there first, and is this one attached with the sensors over there to avoid any obstacles and support by the camera, optical camera, and we can control from far. Okay. Next, we can go to the for another one is we can go with the this dispenser, because for this one, hand sanitizer robot, hand sanitizer. Now imagine when you have a container and like a sanitizing bottle, when you just press the button, what you can see from there, okay? Because maybe you are carrier and you touch the part, the pressure for the sanitizer, okay, bottle. So maybe you transfer the virus to the others through the touching the surface. In this case, what we can do like a automatic part. This is as a prototype, and it's definitely this can be developed. Okay, is ongoing research actually. Let's see here how does it work and how is the principles of this robot. This is one of my students. I'm not going to talk a lot about robots. I think Associate Professor Dr. Nadir is here, more precise on the robotic part. Okay, so this is how it's going to be because there's a sensors there, so straight away. Okay, so now when we go to the third part, when we talk about the breathing aid devices to assess COVID-19 infected patients. Now when we talk about the respiratory system, for the respiratory system, that's mean because usually after if the situation of the patient is going to be serious, so straight away going to affect about his lung, so it's attacked his lung, so it's not easy to breathe. So in this case, what we can do, okay, and before what we can do, now we just have a look what's going on in the third world countries, and also we can see it now in the really affected countries. Last time, Italy, Spain, and even Germany. Now is India is very high. There's even no spaces to, for the patient, okay, to or beds in the hospital. So it's very, very difficult to get it. So, and if there is no oxygen generator or concentrator or ventilator can support the patient for somehow sufficient to reach the hospital or can stay for a while, is going to die. It's the same thing now I'm talking about in Iraq. Now I'm from Iraq. Is the situation in Iraq is very, very serious. Okay, so it's not easy to find a place because the number is very high. Each houses there, they have a oxygen cylinder there in case, okay, if emergency case they can use it. Okay, now when we talk about this is just this is about the oxygen concentrator. Oxygen concentrator. What's the meaning of oxygen concentrator? This is how can we get the oxygen straight away from the environment and concentrated and supply to and give it to the patient. This is one of my students. Okay, work within this project. Okay. Another part, another one is about the ventilator. Okay, the ventilator, when we talk about the ventilator, usually when we talk about the one in the hospital is very expensive and definitely is more precise, but this can be like a portable and is needed like emergency cases. This is for emergency cases. In this case, what we can do, so we can use it for a while, okay, until deliver we can send it to the general hospital. This can be used like a home nursing, and also can be used in the home nursing, and can use the clinic, and even can get it for the home use. Okay. Now, when we can say that, to conclude that, okay, a precise, fast diagnosis of the COVID-19 is really needed. Okay. Now the invention of the proposed design gives notable significance, especially to reduce the screening time. This is when we talk about the symptoms detection. At the same time, when we find disinfection system, this is as a conclusion. When we talk about the disinfection system, definitely come to reduce the infected people while they are direct touch or indirect touch with the infected area. And again, when we talk about the respiratory oxygen concentrator and oxygen generator system, this is can we understand how is the when the people really need it and suffocated, okay, it's very difficult for them to get the air. To breathe, so this is can be good until they get a hospital. As this device oxygen, okay, because we have.
Okay, maybe.
Sorry.
Okay.
I think it's the internet issue. Okay,
Either.
so okay, this is my picture with my beloved friends here. Okay, we are developing the system together. This is a teamwork. It's not individual work. Okay, especially the one who carried the drone over there. Okay, and this is the research outputs. Okay, from this research, we managed to publish, I think, 8 papers as of now. And today also we have one IEEE conference is today. Okay, so this is 8 papers here, and this is the papers published. And also we have 2 books published. Is one of about the detection for the system detection, another one for the disinfection process. And this project also, some project received the gold medal in ITEX, okay, last year, the end of last year, and received a merit award, okay, this year, and received another gold award just, I think this week, Nurul, or last week? I think this week is 14.
Last week.
Last week, okay. So last week we just received another gold award for this one. Okay, I think that's all from my side. Thank you very much, and feel free if you have any question. Feel free if you have any further collaboration, if you want to work together. Most welcome. This is my details here. If there is any further, any queries. Thank you very much, and stay safe.
Okay, seems like there's internet connection for Dr. Mohammed.
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for Associate Professor Dr. Mohammed for a very nice and interesting presentation. And we continue here with question and answer sections. I will choose here from Willy Aji Pangestu from Central of Java, Indonesia. The question is, how can we as millennials quickly adapt and transform so that our abilities are in line with today's very rapid technological developments? What the values that we must implement in order to be successful in the era of Society 5.0? Okay, that's the question.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Okay, as we know, here we are sharing this earth together. Some people from Indonesia, some people you can see here, how many people this world. So as of us together, definitely there is a rapid development and very fast development, as we can see it here. So we have to work together. Definitely, we have to work together as a team in all of the world. Definitely, you are not the only one who working within this project. No, we try to, in terms of how we can ask the people. Yes, some people they until now they didn't understand what is the IoT system, because as we know now, IoT system has become our life. IoT system has become our life. IoT system everywhere, everywhere. Enter your house, IoT. You can change, you can control your fan, you can control your lights, you can control it. You can go to the factory, you can control everything by your handphone. Okay, you can go even to the hospital. You can see what is the database of for the patient, and you can control by using the phone itself. We want to implement IoT, for the healthcare sectors. We try to make the people, more attractive, because now in those kind of projects, it's not talking about the design, mobile phone design or laptop design. No, we are talking about life of people. Okay, it's very serious issue. It's very serious issue. So it's not like a simple way. So we have to work as a team, and also to show to the others how those technology is really worthy, okay, to attract the others and to contribute more. Okay, so I think definitely, when you talk about the cost now, as I can see it in the message here, the cost definitely when it started very high cost. Okay, but then there is many group of research in around all of the world, so developing or optimize on your prototype. Okay, as we can see it here now some papers here of my beloved students here's work, and we have like many citation, why do citation in terms of academic work. That means they are referring to that work and to develop, okay, on the exist one. So that's why definitely when we are developing, maybe they add on more features there, maybe their target to reduce the cost or the efficiency. So that's why we are a human, that's why we are working together. I hope I answered the question.
All right, thank you so much for Dr. Mohammed. And then maybe we can read for the other questions from Dundun Simaremare from JGU Indonesia. Okay, the question is, during on your trial time, is there any data regarding the accuracy of thermal sensor from the drone camera, and how far the maximum distance for the sensor that can capture the image?
Okay, I think Nurul, this question you can answer the question. You are more professional. Okay, thank you very much for the question. Okay, so definitely we designed about the for the drone about the distance. It can reach up to 2 to 3 meters. Okay, based on the settings and based on the what we can set in the algorithm. Okay, but when we talk about the accurate one, when we talk about the accurate one, it's more to 2 meters, more to 2 meters, 2 meters, isn't it, Nurul?
Yes,
I think 2
correct.
meters. Yeah. More to 2 meters. Yeah. So this is the range of the drone when it's can fly and can give accurate result. Okay. So I don't know the one who asking. Maybe you can refer to Nurul. She's the one who created that drone. Okay.
Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much for Dr. Mohammed, who already answered all the questions here. Is there any other question? We give one more chance for the participants to ask. The previous one asked about the COVID-19 pandemic on Dr. Mohammed country, already stated just now in Iraq, the condition. Okay, I think if there is no other questions, okay, maybe we can move to other speaker. Once more, thank you so much for Associate Professor Dr. Mohammed Abdul Razak from Management and Science University for all the very good and interesting presentation, and also for the question and answer session. All right.
Okay, thank you very much, Nurul. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, take care of yourself, stay safe, and stay healthy until we meet again, inshallah, in another event. That's all from my side. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum and goodbye.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All right.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
All right. So now we will move to other section, which is from the Associate Professor Dr. Nadir Al-Safani from Halik University. Here with us already, Dr. Nadir. So we will give 15 until 20 minutes for the presentation, continued with 20 until 25 minutes for question and answer. So for Dr. Nadir, time is yours.
Thank you. Just let me share the screen just a second. So we have just issues in sharing the screens. Just a second.
Dr. Nadir, maybe you can try now because I can see from my screen I'm admin, so I just allowed.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, they show me just one participant at the time.
Can you just try one more time, because now I make it multiple participants. Can share this. Nurul, can just make Dr. Nadir as admin.
Dr. Nadir as admin. All right. Just for the committee here. All right, already.
Is it okay? Does everyone see the screen? Or?
Yes, doctor, already.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum and good morning and good evening, you know, because the time zone. might share, change here and there. I see some of you in the night, dark, just watching the laptops, and some of you in the daylight. Yes, thank you very much for having me here, and thank you, Dr. Muhammad, for the nice presentation. I like it. I like the video, the simulation there, and how your students become up with these ideas. When you see the implementation of ideas, it's put it in one artifact, and this is a big achievements of artifacts, and you see these results. Let me just answer the questions of the lady that she said, how we can do in smart ways to convince people about implementing such great idea like this. You can see this is the results. You can see the simulation. You can see the outcome. The results never lie. You can go to this management, go to your colleagues, your teachers, colleagues, the governments, tell them this is what we done and this is what our, can we do. And the first things that we can have is recognition, recognize the issue. And Dr. Muhammad and his students, they have a great job. Thank you for them, and thank you for all. Yes, let me go quickly for the robot technologies. I'm more specialized in cybersecurity issues and challenges and those things that it create a risk. But before going to the challenges and the issues, let's go quickly for the robot technologies, introductions and background. This is our agenda today. We will go through background, introductions, type of robots and advantages and disadvantages. So we'll go one by one. We will go through the backgrounds, what the robots, how to come, from where this coming, this terms of robots, kind of brief introductions to the robots and robot technologies. What are the examples of the robots that now have, and what about the future will have? Of course, there's a big dilemma between the advantages and disadvantages of the robots. So how we can consider them as students, as teachers, as lecturers, how we can go, and to solve those dilemmas. What about the future? Our future. I mean, because most of the audience very young now. Still, they have decades of years to live in this world, and then to implement those ideas. So how the future to looks like. For you, you need to continue, doing your career in different area. You need to, light the era of the future. So what are the era of you? Of course, and then we'll go to the, implementing that challenges that we have, and we can do the implementation and recommendation. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about what we are now and how we can move forward. In 17th century, we have the first revolution, the first industrial revolution, which come what? Steam. Remember all those movies and the US movies, and the other one using, the trains by coal and steams. And then 17th, it was very amazing, revolution that time, how the people, they run those machines. And then in 18th centuries, the people come up with electricity. Wow, amazing things, amazing inventions that we have. Electricity, the people, they have a lights, the streets full of lights, instead of have this different, lights in the screen and put it the oil. Now we have something that's bigger. And the other revolution is come with computing. Who remembering the old PCs, the XT? Remember when the first time in 90s we came up with the Windows 95, and then we were really happy to see something graphical, it shows that, wow, it's 19.5, and before that we're using the binary 0110. In 19th century, they started computing, computers, and it really evolving the basic tasks to different level of tasks. You see a lot of research, you see a lot of tasks done in 19th because of the inventions of the computers. Now, today, we are in the fourth industrial revolution. We are in the connected. Now we're using the AI. artificial intelligence. We're using robotics. We're using Internet of Things, like Mr. Muhammad you already mentioned before. We're using the robots, machines, smartphones. Everything becomes smart. Everything's become smart because many things. Number one, easy to deal, easy to move, and also the people that human before. I can be honest with you. Humans always, behave as a masters. They need to master something, and because of the freedoms having after the Second War, they will start to control things. How to control things? They cannot anywhere, controlling people and slave them and do the things for them. No, now we have new options, new things. We have devices. So how I have to control that device into my intention, into my stats. So now is coming, this is the idea of machines. So the people now start using the machines, using and combine them with the softwares together, and then we become what? Connected. So the people make it easy and easy for them. The people now these days looking about what? The fifth industrial revolution, which is collaboration. Collaboration not between human and human, no, not anymore. Cooperation between humans and machines, connected between humans and robots. So how to work together in the fifth industrial revolution? Some countries didn't, catch the first and second and the third evaluation, but now in the fourth, and it is our chance to build our future. It is our chance now. We cannot, compete the other countries when they reach the third evaluation, but it is now our chance now to compete them in the connected evaluation and the fifth, inshallah, in the future. Okay, when we talk about robotics, it is the engineering discipline dealing with designing, constructions, and use of machines, what they call it robots. So it's like idea of dealing and engineering with hardwares and softwares for the doing the task of the human being tasks. If you go now to any using the smartphones, for example, why you always using the smart? Are we stupid? No, but the people using the smart to automate the tasks that we can do it by human and to convert it to a kind of digitalization. So we're using the smart TV, smart PC, smart laptop, smartphone, smart machine, smart fridge, smart printer. All the smart things is mean of automation. We're trying to convert those tasks. We cannot do it in seconds, in proper way to the devices or machine. So now we have industrial robots. If you go to any car manufacturing now, you can see a lot of devices there. It's a robots, but different industrial robots. Some of them they have the picking, some of them they have constructions. Some robots they are doing what? Creating and invasions other robots. Using the AI, using our daily tasks, using our data that already saved in that machines to using, to creating different robots. Now, if we go to manufacture, I cannot man by man, hand by hand, they are working together by machines, hands, and human hands. So this is the first kind of robots we can be for. Now, the word of robots can refer to both physical robots and virtual software. I will talk later maybe how those things work together and then to have it and to come up with the outcome and the results. What are the type of robots? We can taxonomize, those kinds to two parts. Number one, something to move, such industrial robots and mobile. So they have two types, one making things, one moving, okay? The other type is doing more in decision machine learning. So using for research from such Tobio, this Tobio, the man is police, I see, I think a lot of movies, see this policeman, iRobots, and also they have specific rules such Nano and Swarm. You can see now, Dr. Muhammad mentioned about the drone. You know how the drone working there, how the drone, you know, can investigate these criminals, how they can doing in the army tasks. So it's two type of robots. One, to make and to move things, like mobilizations, like auto car moving, or the other one to do specific things, like in medical hospitals, in the surgeon, when you do the surgery, you need small, tiny robots to do specific and objective rules for those things. They have also another type of robots. If you go to the military now, you will see the tanks, you see the airplane using, you know, a kind of partially robotic, but we have now, we want to make it everything 400, 100% robotic, and the robots will be, you know, controlling our life in the future, especially in military. So no soldiers anymore, no weapons anymore, the kind of weapon that we know, traditional weapons. You can see above us a lot of things moving, wireless things around us, electronics, something we didn't feel it before. So the new era is different from what we did and what our kids and generations will live with. You can see robots in agriculture. Now the farms, people using those things to plant it, to cut the fruits, to create some things better and better than us. And you can see these robots also in rescue people. Dr. Muhammad mentioned that one that we call it anti-COVID-19 robots. You know how to implement the safety and security of human beings, especially in this pandemics. It's a good example of the robotics. You can see the robots going, he stand in the moon. You can see now people now send robots instead of humans, because the human value is very, very appreciated, and the people they want to not losing the people there. You can see in the surgeries, you know, and they go in the hospitals, you go the medicals, you go specific things. You have a lot of robots. Two things to consider for robotics technology. What's the purpose of the robot? Number one, and how can I use it? So they need to answer what you need and how to do it. If you have two things, then you have to create, to invent, to imitating the task human being using a robot mechanisms, using a robot algorithms and the operating system. So let's talk about robot operating system. Many questions they are asking, you know, some students, how the robots works. You know, if you go to operating systems, you know, some of them they call the robot is more about underweb. So underweb devices is more about robots. How this works? Working in operating systems. You know, operating system controlling devices, controlling softwares is a top of that platform. So if you have that operating system controlling hardware, and those hardwares controlled by sensors, you can combine and you can have a robotic, you know, mechanisms. So they create a robots operating system, they call it ROS. It provides functionalities to hardware abstractions, device drivers. You know, we have more than 2,000 frameworks already there, and more multi functions already above that operating system. So by your smartphone, you know, you can control things. Now this works in, like, for example, like iOS. How iOS works? This works on the top of layout, and this type of layout controlling applications is the same concept for robotics. If you know what you want, what are the functions to use, and what are the hardware, you know, vendors will provide you, so you can combine it and you can this one control the other one. So in ROS, we put all the framework, all the nodes together, moving using ROS, using the function. So for example, Microsoft, she can provide something about the drivers, about this hardware, RID can provide you some hardware drivers for those things. So ROS combined on the top, for example, of Ubuntu or Linux, and then you can use this one in different community, and everyone you can contribute to that framework. Where we are now and where we will be in the future. Now we live the future actually. Now the people talk about the smart cities. Smart cities are the future. According to the United Nations, United Nations magazines of the report that he said, now these days by 2020, 55% of population living in urban area, 55%. Now imagine 45 in cities. They said in 2050, they have more than 68% they will live in cities. Imagine that in that 2050, more than 9 point, if I'm not mistaken, 9.11 billion will be the population of humans. With those technologies, with those inventions around us, you will see a lot of people, the crowded people living in different cities, because those cities they providing everything what they need. Now, where can we do what we can do now, and how we can live in that age? They said you can do everything in smart home, smart car, smartphones, smart tablets, smart machines, Internet of Things. So now this is the idea of the smart cities in the future. So if you go on robotics, you can see robotics that you can invent more, the more imitating, simulating the human tasks, vision, sense, emotion, sociality, even those robotics that you can talk as a psycho for other people there. You can go for the 5th generation technology. Because of robotics, technologies, they need the connections. They need very, very fast connection. Now they will talk about ABI version 6, they're talking about 5G technologies around you, everything connected in seconds to eliminate any error on any fail. You will see a lot of sensors. Now you go now around you, sensor for this, sensor for camera sensor, door sensors, everywhere, sensors, huge sensors. In 2019, there is a report that they said more than 40 million robots being sold. In 2019, if you cannot count 2020 or 21 because of the pandemic, we have accurate results. But imagine 40 million robots sold because of this 6 years. Imagine now into 2050, when you reach that point, how many robots will sell, how many robots will be used. If you talk about now mobiles, I think all the people here, they have more than 2. This is assumption, my assumption, but most of you, they have another 2. If you didn't have one mobiles, you have laptops and mobile. Everything connected. You have smart TV, smart fridges, smart printer, smart blender, everything is smart. So everyone, you have to connect everything to the internet. Internet of Things, everything connected now these days. Like Dr. Muhammad, he gave a lot of details about it. Internet of Things, and a lot of uses that you can use it now around you, and everyone now is connected. Geospatial technologies, how we can connect all this data mining, how we can connect it in the blockchain technologies and put it together. How we can control everything in one particular location. How we can control everything in Jakarta. How many devices in Jakarta? How many robots in Jakarta? How can I control those things and to one specific rules or different specific rules within one location? So if there is a shortage of power or connection, how I will be affected? Advantages of the robots. As usual, when I said this, human always look for slaves, because of the freedom now these days, no one is a slave anymore to any human. There is a kind of complicated situation. They really want to release that attention and the kind of slavery for all, they can use now robots. You know, a lot of people fired, you know, because of robots. But they said, okay, there's a lot of advantages. Robotics and automations can increase safety, yes, reliability, production amounts, profit, quality, and quantity of products in the laws of cases. You can see now in the pandemics, those robots, they can save humans. You can go to another unstructured places that human cannot reach. If you cannot reach those places, what we expect, the robot go there and then sense for you the dangers and the risk and try to eliminate the risk for a human. So it is a safe, it is a loyal, there is no objections. There is no, he said, there is no word of no. There is no, you have to do it. And see, this is the slavery of this robotic technology. No, you can't do it and you have to be a lawyer. They can do jobs in dangerous situations and save life of thousands of people. They don't care about comfort of their environments. We need to sleep, we need to eat, we need to have a rest. We are human beings, you know. For that reason, those robots, they can work 24 hours, you know, working to the, you know, all together and to fulfill our tasks. Their accuracy is so high. There is no, you know, ratio of errors. Always the percentage at the accurate results, always 100%. And the other side, they have disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages of the robots? Robot cannot respond properly in the time of emergency and danger. Those people feeds about our data, our behavior, about our actions, about our assumption and imaginations. If there is any error or something unexpected from them, it's still they cannot respond. They are not human, you know. Always Allah, He gives the brain, you know, a lot of things. Even if you are in Muslim and you're reading of some Quran, they said why human, they are very smart, because they are asking questions. Where the human being or the human creation in the world, they can ask, and asking is research. We are researchers. Why this one not okay? Why this one okay? We always ask. For that reason, angels always follow things. But God create humans to ask, to search, and then I will judge you based on your results and outcome. You know how the brain is moving, how the brain is controlling things. They are very expensive because it's production of gears, motor, plastics. Robot is very expensive tools. You know, people now this revolution. A lot of people very in economic situation. They can work hard with a low amount of money, but with those robots, they have to put a lot of resources, maintenance, productions. They have limited duties. They only can do what they have been ordered to do, and this is their limitations. Now, what the AI and machine learning algorithms, this change. The robots, they can think, they can, you know, try to assume and thought about out of the box. Okay, then they give them a lot of algorithms, and this is our algorithms. This is unexpected issues, and this is unexpected solutions, and this is what to do. This is a task 1, task 2, task 3. You can put a lot of data, but again and again, they cannot. They have the predictions, how to predict this once it will happen, and this is only a human being, you know, advantages. Okay, let's talk quickly about the top 10 challenges that we have. We have new materials and fabrication schemes. You know, all the robots now these days, they're using metal, using gears, using blah, using plastics. But what about the things that we cannot reach them because of the salt and rigid systems. They are thinking now what the solution they said. We can have muscles. You can see now a lot of prototypes. They are using muscles with the robotics technologies and robotics cases to reach to that places and they can walk as a human. But that one is very expensive technology and is still under study. What about the hybrid and expert robots? How now the people now they think in production of the human, then robots they cannot reach that level that run and by people. Now the people they want to robots run by their mind. Last 2 weeks in Dubai, there is a GITEX GSEC conference, and Microsoft they have a good prototype. They said they put this devices around you and Hamlet, and they said, okay, can you run the car by your brain signals? I put that one Hamlet. Yes, I run the car by my own signals. Move right, move left, and there's a lot of works done there. But how many Hamlets that we can use? Power and energy. This is the third challenge, and this is the most serious critical challenge in robots. The power. They are using a lithium batteries. They are using special batteries. But what about unstructured places in the forest, in deserts, in places you cannot reach them? They'll shut down in the ways and how to do the things. So the consumption of power is very huge. Imagine 2015, you said 68% of people living in one small area. How many of them they can interact together? Now they said the scientists, what they said, we can create the power and electricity from what? From the motion, from from the lights inside the vibrations. Then they can create the lights. And this is also another area of research. I encourage you to do those challenges. This is a 10 type of research in robots. You can do it yourself. You can work as a team. And if you done those things, if you have create a prototyping to solve that issue, you will be a good researcher and you will contribute to our future. Robot swarms. The swarms, the small robots that are working together. Like in you see the movies that they are working in drones together and everyone have signals each other and controlling each other. The main issue is not just performing the task individually. No, they said how everyone control the other one, how everyone try to connect to each one in the group. So they have swarm, how everyone is moving together, doing together. And if you go on the a trip, all the team together, they can understand what they need from them because as a team they understand. So they need to create that swarm. They can talk to other and they can perform tasks independently. Navigation and exploration. If you go to any car now, any driving car, an automated car, how she can drive itself in streets without any error of fail, without any red lights, traffics, error in the red light traffics, and error in the human being, how navigate those streets in unexpected and unexpected errors. Other one of the AI for robotics. Again, the AI is the controlling everything around us now these days. But how AI algorithm can be more and more comprehensive and more evolving technologies to reach that points that human brain can be simulated, imitated in the brain of robots. Brain-computer interfaces, how we can train the brain to be interfere with this computer. Social interactions. If you go to the social interactions and robot be in front of you and saying, hi, Nurul, I want just to talk to you about your emotions, about the things. And this robot, he cannot have any emotions at all. And he cannot pretend, are you angry or happy? Even if you have smile, happy, is angry, maybe it's a kind of tricky. You trick him to some feeling, after that you're crying, emotionally, the sociality, it's very difficult to put all the data algorithms in the one robot. You need to predict, how the human, how to fail him, because he just listened to what we already written. Medical robotics. And the surgeons, when you go into surgery, in the hospitals, they do everything around them. But sometimes they are human. They are tired for 12, 13, 14 hours of surgery. After that, they need certain tasks and certain things in the robots. They cannot do it because if blood coming from this type, this error, then the robots, they have to be able to solve it and create solution within the seconds, because otherwise you will lose a life. Robot ethics and security. Yes, the robots, they have ethics, and this is the ethic is creating an issue because of the security of it. Because of the security, who's controlling the data? Who's the owner of the data? Me, Norwal, or the software provider, or who? The vendor provider? What is our privacy? With the smart cities, everything is smart, everything connected. Where is my data? China, Jakarta, Turkey. What is my data? US. So everything is connected. If you go to the example of the blockchains these days, or devices, cryptographies, what is my data? How can I use this computer in other blockchain? So who give them the order to use the data in different areas? A lot of issues, a lot of things. So the ethics, you need to be sitting, for this one, because who's really responsible for it? For any blaming? Robots, not human. And the human who owns this data, he will blame the robots for any failing. So no one be blamed anymore. So imagine now we are living in life, no work at all. No work at all. We are living in a peace of minds, everyone working for us, and we are masters. But who is working for us? Robots. They said there's a dilemma also now, argument. They said, okay, what about the human? If 100% of the workers, work as a robot and using robotic technology, what about the human self? Are they going to dismiss? Yes. Are they creating an employment ratio in the country? Yes. But what about the benefits? Yeah, they have a benefits. But again, how the people they will live? What about the prosperity of the people there? They said only one solution. If the governments and people distribute the prosperities among all and equally, and then we will live in peace. Otherwise, we will have a lot of issues. So either we have to reach the points that we are not going far and faster, or to reach the points that we agree. We just agree to that level, and you have to this and create a big issue in the future for humans. I would like to thank you, everyone. Sorry I take from your time, and thank you. This is my email for any questions. I'm cybersecurity guy, always talking about issues and challenges and focus about the risk at it. But again, we have a lot of potential, potential works in this area. You can again search, you can again look at it. If you have any ideas, if you have anything that you can contribute, either by any universities, Jakarta or MSU or our village university, just reach us and we can help you from this one. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for Dr. Nadir. We've already present very good presentation about robotics technology. All right, now we come to the next session, which is the question and answer session. The participant here already asked the question. This is from Ucu Sumirat. I want to ask, with the existence of IoT, everything can be connected. To what extent is the security of personal data and privacy, because all these connections require a permission button for the user, and that means allowing intruders to hack into our existence. So maybe the question is how to handle the intruders or the hacker from our personal data and privacy.
Yeah, as she said, she's correct, and thank you for this question. Really, if you have all the data, it's not in your control, it's become vulnerable for any hacking and any issues. It's either intentionally or unintentionally, your data will not be shared. You will be shared with some people. If you agree to share your data, even now in your smartphones, on your mobile, before using any application, the provider of the software he said we can share your data with certain blah 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 purposes, but your data it is in the cloud. So as soon as you press the consents that okay, using my data, you can use it. Some of them they are not can have the consent, but they can be hacked and your data to be shared. So there is no like kind of solution while you have to accept the risk or not accept the risk. Either to use these devices with the all vulnerability that we have or not use it. But if you want to use the vendor provider, check from the vendor provider, check from their history, check from the background. If you have a good background and a good history about his security measures in place, then you can go ahead. Otherwise, it will be very risky.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Nadir, for the answer. And next, from Kamal Hamzah, the question is there any differences between ROS and the automation?
The ROS is the backbone of the automation, actually. How can I do the automation? It's using the ROS services and functions inside. So the automation is the outcome. The ROS is the ways how to do it in this case.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Nadir, for the answer. And then the last one, I think, from Dundun Si Mare Mare from Jakarta Global University, Indonesia. I agree to use IoT to help people in living, but I just worried in the future, robot will create other robotic even make it similar to human that is called intelligent human robot and will replace human. And at the end, only certain people will living in this beautiful world. How is your opinions? Okay, so maybe this question is really related to many films that already show how creepy that maybe the robots take over human being activities. Okay, please, Dr. Nadir.
Yes, and she's right. Actually, this the owner of this question is right. As I said before, if you don't have the equality of distributing, prosperities and outcomes of the country, economical outcome in among all the people equally, you will create a lot of two lives, one very rich and the second very poor. And we will reach that point, they don't want the humans anymore. So sometimes the pandemic's coming, the disease coming, because the humans is many and the education is good, medical is good. So the people they are starting that diseases is slow and population it will be more. So they have a lot of people will be poor and 3 or 2% of the population will be very, very, very rich. For that reason, before reach that level, we have to put red borders. We have to put a code of ethics. A code of ethics not just for robots, no, code of ethics for a human using the robots. We don't want to replace ourselves. We are the only creature in the world who's replacing himself, human. We are doing everything, automation, easiness, everything in the way we are replacing ourselves. So we are creating duplications of ourselves. So till when we need to reach that point, okay, enough. That's it. So keep the other human work, keep the other human social, keep the other human, interact with others. Keep them in this level only. If you reach everything automation, now they are generating, uh, generations of human, the clown humans. They have different humans, artificial humans. So how I reach this points? Now we're creating humans, we're creating machines, creating till when all the science and research will continue their work. Yes, you can work, but in scope things that not replace yourself.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Nadir. Maybe one more question, Doctor. Is it okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Smart cities are fantastic in concept yet breakdown not only because of infrastructure funding of very expensive issues, but also in the mitigate this grave law and safeguard the network from hackers and malware IoT adapters have to equip it with multi-layered security controls. But it is very expensive too. So what is the solution for this? Because we know IoT devices must first exchange data over the internet, which is a place where hackers can often be found in large numbers. A data breach of any magnitude can severely disrupt an individual's personal life. From Abner Yenus. Okay.
Yes, actually, when we said that hackers or security issues happen, it will happen now. It will happen in the future. Either not smart or smart, the data or not the data. As much as security is attached for every single of cyber security infrastructure in this world. So security attached to every devices, attached to every IoT devices there. So security attached for everything. So when attaching security, there are a lot of area to control about these devices. As much as you gain the weight, as much as the security always gain. It's always, it's become like integrating part of the device itself. Before, when we had the security, it's not part of anymore the design itself. Now, these days, thanks for the science and researchers, they put the cyber security design together with the design of the device itself. So all of them, they connected together. If there is a break or a fall in one particular components, the other it will fall. For that reason, if something happened, this technology is growing up to that level, again, the security will be expanded again with them. So now using the AI, cybersecurity, using machine learning algorithms, cybersecurity, robotics, things that you're using inside it, they have sensors of cybersecurity monitoring, evaluations, sensing what will happen. It's all about risk management. So information security is all about risk management. So if you manage the risk to appetite risk, and they can accept it to be fine. But for that reason, we don't want now the people to think security is far away from those technologies expanding. No, now these days the security is attached and the model is attached to every single device and single machine.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Nadir, for the answers. Maybe it's enough for the question and answers for today's session. I personally would like to say thanks to Associate Professor Dr. Nadir Al-Savani from Haluk University of Turkey, who have already presented a very good and amazing presentation regarding the robotic technology issue. Okay, maybe Doctor would like to say something.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us here. As I said, we are now this generation. We can do a lot. We can do a lot. We have to keep three things now in your in your mind as a students, as a colleagues, as a human beings. Number one, recognition. You have to recognize the issue and the problem. And then education. You have to educate yourself to what we need, and you need to bridge the gaps. So recognition and education. After you have to recognize the issue and the problem, and you have to know how to solve it. Now is the type of doing things, implementation. So the third thing is implementation. And when they implement the things, you will have a lot of issues, a lot of errors. We are in the learning phase. We are not in the only one side of learning. We are in two sides of learning, failing and success. So we will fail, we will stand, we will fail, we will stand. And this is the human being circle. Thank you very much for your support in this one. And also thank you for the host people here. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for Dr. Nadir Al-Safani.
Okay, Nurul,
Okay,
one thing, sorry.
okay,
Okay, so
okay,
just want
Doctor,
to,
please.
okay, at the beginning, okay, just want to say thank you very much, Dr. Nadir. Is very interesting topic, and I heard a lot about you actually. So maybe inshallah in the future we can work together as a one team, inshallah.
Yeah, of course, inshallah, inshallah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's my great pleasure. So as you are, you know,
Thank you.
specialists in cybersecurity, definitely. So it's one integrated team, inshallah. So
Yeah, inshallah.
definitely, maybe we can find after this, inshallah, we can have some
Of course.
discussion later on. Okay, inshallah. Maybe can I
Thank you
try
very
to
much. Thank
invite
you,
also
doctor.
Dr. Musab,
Thank
inshallah,
you,
so
bro.
to work
Thank you.
together as well,
Thank you.
inshallah. Okay,
Thank you,
really
bro.
appreciate Dr. Nadir. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for both our speaker, Dr. Nadir, and also Dr. Muhammad from Science Management and Science University, and also from Halik University. And also thank you for the participants for the question and answer. Please stay tuned because we will have a quiz and we will have door prizes too for those who can answer the questions. But before we continue and have the quiz session, I would like to invite the committee of Ms. Napratilova to share a presentation from Jakarta Global University. Okay, for Ms. Napratilova.
Thank you so much, Nurul, for the time. Okay, okay, I will open my slide. You can see my slide. You can see my slide, Ms. Nurul.
Yes.
Can you confirm? Yes. Okay. Here is. Let me introduce myself first before I start my my presentation. My name is Nopratilova. You can call me Miss Nopra. I'm a lecturer from Jakarta Global University, and also at marketing team for the Jakarta Global University. Actually, I have two questions for everyone here. So two questions, and I will give the door prize to the one who can answer my question. Okay.
Okay, Miss Nova, maybe Miss Nopratilova, is it already for the quiz and door prizes, or Jakarta Global University would like to present first?
The door prize first, because the question first. Because
okay, the question first.
All right. So the first question is for non-JGU student. Ini bukan untuk apa namanya JGU mahasiswa ya, yang pertama. Nanti yang kedua baru untuk semuanya. Okay. For the first one, who knows the location from Jakarta Global University? 3 location actually for the JGU, the Jakarta Global University. For the one who know it, can you raise your hand and answer?
Chandra Rahman. I'm Chandra Rahman from Jakarta Universities. Okay.
Siapa ini?
Chandra Rahman.
Chandra Rahman.
Ya.
Jakarta Global University, JGU bukan?
Ya, betul.
Ini untuk bukan JGU ya.
Oh, oke, I'm sorry, Miss. I'm sorry.
Saya, Kak.
Who? Mention name.
My name is Wilyaji.
Wilyaji. Oh, Wilyaji, you are from?
I came from non-JGU, from Jenderal Sudirman University, Purwokerto.
Oh, Purwokerto. Okay. Please answer my question.
Okay, there are 3 locations of Jakarta Global University. The first is in campus in Pondok Gede, Jakarta, in Jatiwaringin Raya. The next is in Jalan Saimun, Cibuntu, Cibitung, Bekasi, and the others is in Jalan Boulevard Raya, Tirta Jaya Sukma Jaya, Depok.
All right. Congrats, Willy Aji Pangestu. Okay. For the door prize, I will contact you through the WhatsApp. And for the second one, okay, this one related to the topic. Okay. The question is, please mention mention the device that Associate Prof. Mohammed did with the students related to the IoT, and also what is the type of the robotics? 2 types of the robotics. Okay, can you raise your hand if you can answer? This one also can for JJU. Pak Dundun ya? Dundun?
Yes.
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can try.
Okay. The first one is drone.
Right.
Sensor thermal from the drone with camera, and the second one is sensor from helmet.
The drone and the helmet. Okay. And the second one, the types of the robotics. This one from Associate Prof. Nadir. Yeah, Pak Dundun, you can answer that.
From Mr. Nadir?
Yeah, types of the robotics. How? Okay. Okay, 1 point missing. Okay, for someone else that you want to try to answer. I'll give 100,000 posher for this question, for the answer. Who can answer that? Okay. Okay, it's like I'm in the class. Okay, it's okay, Pak Dundun.
Okay, maybe it's for Pak Dundun only, yeah? Who can answer? Okay, yeah. Congratulations for Mr. Dundun and also for Mr. Willy. All right, maybe we can continue, Ms. Nopra, with the presentation.
Yes, I will continue. Okay, here is the Jakarta Global University. Okay, we will begin with our story. We actually from STTJ, Sekolah Tinggi Teknologi Jakarta, from 1972. We actually long time ago, but just the new is the name of the JJU. It's start on 2020. Okay, the location, campus location, as mentioned by Willy, is the first one is the Depok. Here is the picture for our campus, and second one is in Jatiwaringin, and another one is in Cibitung. Okay, here is our new campus. We have phase 1. Here's the picture, and we will have the final phase with 28 floors, inshallah. And we have also a scholarship for the one who want to register in JJU. There are KIP atau Kartu Indonesia Pintar. and also poster parent industri CSR, transforming lives, enrichment scholarship, and also peningkatan prestasi akademik. Or the one who want to register about the KIP atau Kartu Indonesia Pintar, maybe operator, can you share the link for the one who want to apply for the KIP? So the KIP atau KIP, this one is the scholarship from the government. So they got the full scholarship for the study, and also they will got the some pocket money. Okay, here is the campus partner for JJU, the MSU, like and then Wuxi from China, NIT from Ireland, Josai is from Japan, also Halik, and then Yuanpei, and also National Polytechnic Institute of Cambodia, and the newest one is Yunlin. And in JJU we have diploma and also a bachelor and magister and doctoral. So here is the program study for JJU. There are 3 faculty. One is the pharmacy, faculty of pharmacy, and the second one is faculty of engineering, and the third one is the faculty of business. We have special schema for the there is double degree program. Double degree program we have now is with the MSU. So this one is 3 years in JJU and 1 year in MSU Malaysia. And from this they will got the 2 certificates from both university. And also with the Halik, we will start the exchange student first, and we will proceed to the double degree program. So for the double degree program, we have 4 courses. There's information technology and electrical engineering, and management, and also mechanical engineering. The one who want to study in JJU, if you don't want to apply for double degree, we also have the international student exchange, and then also that I mentioned before, like MSU and also Halik, and also other partner, and international internship. The one who want to intern outside Indonesia also can apply, and if don't want any of the program before, so they can just for the study tour. Okay, for the master, in JJU we have one program, master in electrical engineering. Here is the program. The newest program is fast track program. You can get bachelor and master in one time, just in 5 years. Usually it's 6 years, and the tuition fee is so cheap. You can pay that per month though. And all right, and here is the program, postgraduate collaborative program between JJU and MSU. For the one who go with this webinar, you can get 20% discount for the one who want to apply for the MSU. And the offer program is full-time and also online blended learning. If you want to full-time, and then you can go to the MSU Malaysia and stay there. And also if the online blended learning, you can stay at your country, and then you can come to Malaysia not that often. Okay, here is the PhD program, Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science, Information and Communication Technology, and also engineering, and also management, and also food service technology, biomedicine, and so on. And also for the master, he is the master by coursework and by research. You can read here. And the one who actually related to this event actually is maybe master in electrical engineering and also IT. As your information, MSU is one of the 10 top university in Malaysia. So yeah, here is Prof. Mohammed is one of the lecturer there. Okay, GJU also provide James graduate employability skills. Also not just academic, but also like community service, industry visit, and personal enrichment training and others. And also we have organization for the student in GJU. And the one who want to apply or to want to ask about the GJU, you can contact us here. Okay, Mr. Roll, maybe that's it from me. For the one that want to know more about GJU, I can write here my number, WhatsApp number. Okay, Ms. Nurul, thank you so much, and also to everyone, thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much for Ms. Napratilova for the presentation for Jakarta Global University, and also in collaborating with Management and Science University of Malaysia. Now we will have a video presentation too from Halik University, which is from Halik University, Turkey, which will be from Miss Rania Karima. All right. Okay, for Miss Rania Karima, time is yours.
Yes, hello everyone. Can you hear my voice? Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Rania Karima. I am currently an MBA student at Hallej University and also a student assistant of Hallej University's International Office. So today I am representing the university and going to present it to you. So first, let me share my screen here. So here is the presentation. Okay, so on your right side, you can see our main campus. So this is at the most beautiful city in Turkey, Istanbul, Sutluce. So about Hallej University itself, Hallej University is a private university, atau kita bilang universitas swasta, and also Hallej University is a leading foundation university in Turkey, which pursues its education and research mission on a wide spectrum, including health, engineering, architecture, sport, and arts since 1998. And the mission and vision is to support entrepreneurship, providing contributions that will result in a great impact in the fields of science, art, and technology production. Nah, for the university overview, kita punya a big campus.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Ms. Rania, I think your PowerPoint not appear.
Yes, there's no picture there.
Okay, can you see now?
Yes.
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 Okay, let me just open it like this. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna share it again. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna start again. So this on your right side is our main campus at the heart of Istanbul, the beautiful city of Turkey. And also for the university's overview, we have a very beautiful campus. Also, we have a very peaceful and very beautiful outdoors area. I really love to do my homework there. And also, most of the classroom are surrounded with glasses. Jadi kita bisa lihat the beautiful view of Istanbul there. And for the program, we have 140 and more programs, and more than 20 programs are in English. And as you have seen before, the main campus at the first slide, we also have another two campuses in Levent and Beyler Beyi. These two campuses are for the Faculty of Sport and Sciences. And we also have another one coming up soon in Batan. So all the campuses are located in Istanbul. About our students, we have more than 20 graduates, around 12,000 active students, and 800 of them are international students dari 80 different countries. Jadi environment-nya emang kerasa banget, international environment. And now we are going to the programs offered for the bachelor program atau kita bilang S1 sarjana. Jadi kita offer two types of program, yang satu in Turkish, and yang satu lagi in English as you prefer. And also for the programs, we offer like fashion design, architecture, opera, theater, Turkish classical music, and of course, Faculty of Engineering, which Professor Nadir has talked about. And also, previously we have Faculty of Medicine, and this Faculty of Medicine was only in Turkish, but recently we have just added, and we have the program in English. So the duration is the same for 6 years. And for the fee in Turkish is 15,000 USD per year, and the English one is 18,000 USD per year. But the other programs like Faculty of Engineering, Architecture, they all are the same tuition fees, 3,500 USD per year, and the duration is for 4 years. Now, these are the list of the graduates program, master program atau S2. So there are two versions of the graduate programs. The first version with thesis, dengan tesis, durasinya ini 2 tahun dan biayanya 5.000 US dollar per program. Jadi bayarnya ini dia 5.000 USD untuk the whole program 2 tahun itu. Nah, another version, yang satu lagi ini, yang without thesis, tanpa tesis, itu durasinya 1,5 tahun, biayanya 4.000 per program. Itu. And then maybe if some of you are interested in taking PhD programs, you can take it in our university as well. So the fee is 8,000 USD per year for 4 years. But for now, we only have the programs with Turkish medium of instruction. But even if you don't know how to speak Turkish, it's definitely fine. It doesn't matter because we have Turkish preparatory school. So with this school, you can learn about Turkish language in 10 months perfectly and fluently here. So at the end of the course, you will get the Tomer certificate, which is very well known around Turkey. And it's very beneficial for you if you want to go for an internship with Turkish company. And also it's very beneficial for students who want to get part-time job because the company mostly wants someone who have the ability to speak Turkish. And the fee for Turkish preparatory school is 1,000 USD for 10 months. So it's quite cheap for a Turkish language in Turkey itself. And then we have Career Center and Alumni Relations. So this center will help you and guide you to find your internship. And they often have seminars, webinars on how to manage your time, stress management, and also it's very helpful for you during your university time. And now we are talking about the facilities. So we have this shuttle services that goes around the main district of Istanbul. Jadi mereka ngebawa kita dari daerah rumah kita ke kampus dan sebaliknya for free. And for your information, the location of our campus is just in Europe. So this campus is in Europe. So 30 minutes drive, you will go to the Asian sites of Turkey. And another beautiful part of the university, we have the library. It's very peaceful, but it's very, like it has the happy environment like that. And we have 50.000 printed books and also 35,000 electronic books. Last but not least, to support our hungry stomach, we have, of course, the dining hall to get your meals and lunch. And then, for health, medicine, and engineering department, we have 60 laboratories. And here we go to the exciting part of university life. So we have Erasmus program. So this Erasmus program gives you opportunity to go for an exchange program. Jadi kalau misalkan mau pertukaran pelajar, student bisa pilih salah satu dari 160 partner kita around the world. Dan GGU adalah salah satu partner yang sebentar lagi tadi udah diomongin sama Miss Nopra. Terus also for the student clubs, we have more than 50 student clubs. You name it. If you love to play tennis, you love to play soccer, dance, adventurous trip, you can join any club you want, and even you can create your own student clubs with your friends. And we have another one, a club for international students. I think this is the most important because this HISA stands for Halich International Student Associations, is where all the international students gather to make new friends from around the world, take part in activities, improve foreign language, because of course, pas kita dikelilingin sama international teman-teman internasional, pasti kita bisa tukar-tukaran bahasa, kita bisa saling ajar kan. Terus habis itu kita juga bisa explore Turkey together with HISA. Also, of course, enhance your social skills. Nah, in order to get accepted in our university, we need your passport, your high school transcript, and high school diploma. Jadi waktu waktu aku S1 yang dibutuhin itu SKHUM sama ijazah. And also if you have TOEFL IBT, you can submit it as well, but if you don't have, it's okay because you can take the proficiency exam before the program starts. With the minimum requirements of grades, but if you are failed to take the grades that are required, you probably have to take the English preparatory school that I talked about it, and it costs 3,000 USD for 1 year. After that course, you can continue with your program. And for master program, also the same, we need your passport, bachelor's degree transcript and diploma, recommendation letter, letter of intent, and personal CV. And also, to register to our university is very simple. So you can go to our website, international.halich.edu.tr, and we have this right button on the right corner here. You can click it here, and then you have to fill in the program that you want. We need your personal information like your passport number, your name, and your surname, and then your educational information, and then just upload your documents. So within 3 days, our admission committee bakalan check all your documents within 3 days. Jadi setelah 3 hari, kalian bakalan dikabarin whether you are accepted or rejected. Gitu. Nah, ini adalah beberapa ranking yang kita dapat dari Times Higher Educations, and one of them is top 400 in the category of quality of educations. And then that's all from our university. So if you have any question, you can contact us through WhatsApp number, or you can easily go to the website. And also you can talk to the student ambassador of Halich University. I'm also there. You can talk to anyone you want. You can ask anything about the university, about the student life, about everything about Istanbul, anything. So that is all from Halich University. Again, thank you so much for your attention and hope to see you soon among us. Yes, that's all, Ms. Nurul.
All right, thank you so much for Ms. Rania Karima for the very nice presentation from Halich University, Turkey. All right, so that's all for the presentation from our very amazing speaker. The first speaker is Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Abdul Razak Al-Shekwi from Management Science University. Also from Associate Professor Dr. Nadir Al-Safani from Halich University. Thank you so much. Next, before we close and we end our webinar today, I would like to invite you to turn on your camera because we will have a photo session. All right. Please, for all the participants to turn on the camera, maybe can okay, are ready? All right, 1, 2, 3, smile. All right, please wait a minute. All right, once more. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. All right. Now, finally, we come to the end of our international webinar today. So for the conclusion for today's seminar is IoT and robotic technology are both very hot topic in this era of 4.0. Even we already come to era of 5.0, right? And both robotic technology and Internet of Things or IoT have become important subject on education, and not only for education, but also not only for education, but also in our daily life, even can work for the pandemic today. And robotics technology, also IoT, give big impact for human life. So that's all for today's international webinar. I hope from today's webinar, all the participants can take many advantages, many knowledge, also information, and even develop their interest in both IoT or or Internet of Things, also robotics technology field. All right. So thank you so much for all the participants who have already joined. Thank you for the committees. Thank you for especially for the speaker here. Thank you from Halik University. Thank you thank you for Turkey. Thank you for Indonesia, from Philippines too. Many countries here. And me personally, as the master of ceremony, would like to say sorry if there is some mistakes from all the committees here. And good afternoon and have a nice day. See you on the next event. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Don't forget, okay, don't forget to
Bye. Thank you.
fill the
Thank
form
you,
for the
Dr.
attendance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rania.
You're welcome. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Don't
you.
forget to fill the forms for the attendance on the link. Also, we currently in the live streaming. So if you guys would like to save the or rewatch our topic today, you can go to our link YouTube video. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Thank you, Dr. Nadir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, lari.